drink. You're welcome. And today we will be discussing something a little different, something to look back to the past about. I'm talking, of course, toy commercials. Toy commercials! Remember when you were a kid and you would see a toy commercial of a product that you wanted, and then you would go and beg your parents, "Mommy and Daddy, can I have that product?" And your parents would say, "No, you idiot." Okay, my parents weren't that bad, but our mom spoiled us. Our dad was kind of cheap about it. They would just say no. But at Christmas, they would show up. Christmas or birthdays, but mostly Christmas. I think the best era for toy commercials would have to be somewhere between the 80s and the 90s. My favorite in particular would have to be X-Men toys. Yes, ToyBiz had so many different versions of the figures that it was hard to keep up. And years later, they would only come back as Legends line through Hasbro, of course. And they keep getting better. But we go back to the beginning with ToyBiz commercials and other X-Men tie-in commercials as well. So let's take a look, and don't mind the car in the background. It's in the middle of the week, so yes, let's go ahead and rev our engines. And of course, special co-stars, the train. Let's begin.
Hey kid, think you're an X-Man?
Why would Wolverine suddenly become Zordon? He is so belligerent to those kids, too. Let's see you become an X-Men, bub.
The danger room.
Sabretooth and Apocalypse are breaking in. What do you do?
Considering that's the worst version of Sabretooth, I would just say let Wolverine deal with it. I mean, it's weird to see Sabretooth working for Apocalypse anyways, considering that Apocalypse's overall goal is to wipe out humans and mutants and only keep the strong. I suppose he would try to use Sabretooth as a pawn, but just saying it's a weird combination.
The wrecking ball.
What about Apocalypse?
The best.
Kind of saddens me that Sabretooth and Apocalypse are getting easily defeated. And why is Storm swinging on a rope? She can fly.
Hey kid,
Piffy bomb blaster.
now what?
The X-Track.
I shall return, X-Men.
Once again, Wolverine, Cyclops is fighting your battles.
X-Men, the evil mutants plan their attack. As Juggernaut harnesses his battering ram, Magneto reveals his magnetic force.
Yes, that's a great power for a figure. Oh yeah, watch out, Cyclops, watch out, Wolverine. Magneto can get a piece of metal magnetized to his own chest. That'll teach you.
Are the X-Men.
Evil mutants.
Wolverine flashes claws of steel, while Cyclops turns on laser power.
This city has a speed limit.
And the giant Apocalypse is power lifted by the mighty Colossus.
Again, it's a weird combination. Magneto and Apocalypse working together with Juggernaut. Alright, fine, but then they're easily taken out by the X-Men's lesser squad.
Lost again, Magneto.
X-Men and evil mutants each sold separately.
Are you implying that Apocalypse is working for Magneto? That would not happen. Oh, ToyBiz writers, you just really... Hey, they're figures. Just go ahead and write whatever you feel like.
Beware, the mutant-seeking sentinel.
Target identified.
Uh-oh, not the Sentinel that's legs are stuck together and can't be moved.
And it. Wanna mix it up, big boy? What? Big boy? Ancient claws. We'll get rolled back. I've always had trouble with man.
I know, the voice, doing the voice of Rogue. That's not a bad thing, of course. It's just the dialogue that's given for the kid. Such imagination. Maybe these figures did make kids gay.
Now, Sentinel, you will be defeated.
Sentinel robot playset and X-Men action figures. Each sold separately.
Alright, so if we ever come across a Sentinel, just push that button at his kneecaps.
Extraordinary, exceptional X-Men.
Ooh, extraordinary, exceptional X-Men. I love the alliteration.
Spring out claws. The X-Man comes on his ice.
The Iceman does what on his board?
Sabretooth's equipped with wounds that heal easily, an extra slashing claw, and glow-in-the-dark eyes and mouth.
Wait a minute, I had that Sabretooth figure. His eyes never glowed, nor did his mouth. I feel a bit cheated.
And Mr. Sinister with his light-up chest. These aren't ordinary men.
They're not ordinary men, they're X-Men. Means they were born men, but they actually got a sex change and now they're women. Right? That's the definition of X-Men.
Hey, kid. You think you're an X-Man? Okay. Name him.
Hold on. Did Wolverine just slash at the kid? Now that is an X-Men movie I've been waiting for.
Wolverine, Cyclops, Beast, Gambit, Rogue, Sabretooth, Magneto, Cable, Storm, Professor X, Phoenix, Bishop, Archangel, Apocalypse, Iceman,
You forgot something.
Gladiator.
Name him. Join him. Collect him. The X-Men collection.
Okay, well, I do appreciate that it's the original voice actor of Wolverine doing these ads. This is probably my favorite ad. It's Wolverine just going through the TV and threatening the lives of kids just to make sure they knew the names of the X-Men characters. Imagine if they did that with Pokemon. You know, you're just watching Pokemon and then all of a sudden Mewtwo shows up. Alright, if you want to live, you will name all 1,000+ Pokemon that are out there. Go!
X-Men, a 30-year tradition that Polygram Video is proud to offer characters you've grown to love and admire as they do battle with the forces of evil. Keep your eyes open for these and more X-Men home video adventures.
Oh, yes, an ad for X-Men videotapes. Back in the day, they were kind of assholes when it came to episode distribution. There was no streaming, there was no anything. You just pretty much had to rely on the television to provide reruns. But then they started to release VHS, and on each VHS, you only got one 30-minute episode. Yes, a typical VHS can hold probably up to 4 hours, but you're only getting one 30-minute episode, asshole.
We each got a free X-Men toy when Billy's mom bought us Hardy's formula packs, and she knew all about the X-Men.
Wow, Billy's mom got all that from Hardy's?
We either got X-Men mini Marvel comics, or tattoos, or the Beast in his sled, or trading cards, or cool hero caps.
Kids didn't really expect much. Put wheels on a figure, they'd be happy. You can just give kids bottle cap pogs. They were fine with that. We weren't demanding back then.
Did Billy's mom know so much about X-Men? Maybe your mom is a mutant. Maybe. Takes one to know one. Oh, Mom.
Collect them all.
No, hold on. I have too many questions. Billy's mom is actually Mystique? So, let's see if I understand the X-Men mythology. Alright, so Billy's mom, who is actually an assassin, who is also kind of a mercenary, who carries out her own missions. She's been a parent to Rogue, given birth to Nightcrawler and Creed, and now Billy! Yes, it's Mystique, a very powerful shape-shifting mutant who travels around for the fight of mutant equality. But every now and then she just kind of likes to take a break and settle down into motherhood and be someone's housewife. But the way she said takes one to know one, that's not exactly how immature Mystique is. Unless we're talking about the Jennifer Lawrence Mystique, then yeah, that makes sense. Hardy's, why do you make me think so hard?
Introducing X-Men Projectors. X-Men figures that light your walls with X-Men adventures.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's something the kids want. X-Men projectors. I mean, as kids, we just liked the action figures, but I don't recall at any point saying, you know what this Wolverine needs? A friggin' colorized light coming out of his chest.
Put one adventure disc inside Wolverine, then project the pictures. You control the action. Change discs for different adventures.
Gotcha.
X-Men Project.
What it's this. You shine lights on... Just buy some flashlights and call it a day. We don't need to have them sticking out of action figures. Hi. And that was some of the commercials of the X-Men ToyBiz toy line. It's so fun to travel back to nostalgia childhood, because let's face it, I don't even know if kids these days actually play with action figures. I think they're just more video games. The only people who really buy action figures are people like Tony. You know, the asshole collectors that really just buy them and put them on the shelves. And because of assholes like Tony, who buy the action figures, they've gotten really expensive over the years. Why? Because collectors and people from eBay and even toy companies like Hasbro and NECA, they know their target, and now they know to hike up the prices. So, thanks, Tony. I'm Addison Von Schreck. I'll be playing with you later. Hi, I'm Addison Von Schreck. You're welcome. Thanks for watching the recent video here. Be sure to like, subscribe, and also ring that bell to be notified. And while you're at it, tug, turn your head and cough, and you'll be finding out about some other videos coming very soon. Until then, check out my videos, and if you must, check out Anthonyx Maximus's videos.